So what were some of the things we're supposed to talk about? Because I forget.
Jeez, I printed it out. It's
Okay.
on the printer.
Okay.
Mostly ASPCA.
Oh,
You
okay.
can do that while we do this.
Yeah. So this year, really not so much to do for this year in the partnership.
Okay.
Other years, there would have been a lot because we were doing transport or other things. But this year, the primary thing was the drop-in class, and that's going.
Okay.
Probably all it will need is for you to be familiar enough of how it's going to be able to brief in a meeting.
Okay.
And
Is Huck at the meeting? Can he do that, or?
he sure as hell could.
Okay.
And he should.
Check.
He should, yeah.
Got it.
And staff, also on there was staff training. There's your minute. So we can report that we have done it.
Okay.
And that, there are plans in the works for doing more on dog tests, and probably one on kennel presentations wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, I got some really good video today again.
Cool.
So I think we have enough to, prove that we're doing our jobs.
Yeah. And then, two other things we had on the list for this year, which I don't know are going to happen. Probably not going to happen. I think it's just too much
Hello.
going on.
Hey. Hi, it's me.
Her tail's wagging harder.
No, as she stares right at my face. Stop doing
And she
that.
still has discharge coming out of her vagina.
Gross. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it. Weird. Or don't. You look like you want it, but I'm not sure you really do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. She's like Carson, and sometimes I'll just do this, and then she really loosens up. It's funny. She's like, stop it, stop it, stop it, and then.
So the other one was starting discussions on a behavior helpline, a call-in behavior
dear.
helpline. Yeah, we've done nothing with that, and I have no shame in saying that that's just too much for this year. But
Yeah.
it might be something that you're asked about, or maybe they bring up for next year.
Okay.
They'll start planning for next year in October. The other thing they've talked about is doing some type of recordings or podcasts, or to put on our websites for behavior help. But again, that was a Huck idea, and supposed to be getting Karen on board with that. And wow,
Is that weird?
yeah. Maybe use the hand. I wonder, if you do the jerk away.
Get the squeaky toy.
She's intense.
I still feel like her body doesn't match what she's doing with her eyes.
Well, but the
Like
only
a low, happy
thing,
tail,
yeah, I mean, the only thing is she's wagging her tail,
Yeah.
but everything else is tense and
Yeah.
frontal. We need to have a vet check her. I mean, she's just leaking back there. You know what I mean? Is that normal?
I don't think so. Good. I don't know. Puppies? I don't know.
Oh, see if she'll get involved in it and then try again.
It's so cute right now. I don't have a feeling it's going to end cute. making that noise. You were doing it.
She's like, what's that?
Freaking me right out.
Yeah.
Can this be longer?
Yeah.
It's not good.
When I
Here, have something you like even more than the toy, so I could be
When I did
more
some-
freaked out.
tests for the other shelter in Pennsylvania, they gave me an Assessa hand that had a dowel rod that was like that thick and like that long and with like a hand taped on the end of it. And they're like, Sue just doesn't offer like different sizes on her website. So we made her own. I'm like, okay. And then
Yeah,
the
because
two,
then I could do it from back here.
yeah, and then the 2 dogs I tested for them were so scary. But I was like,
Oh, that's.
thank God. There's a big,
Now I was
thick
thinking
dowel rod.
SPCA would be like, or SPCA would be like, not dealing with those kind of dogs.
Oh, they're an open admission shelter. So that's one of the reasons I liked them is that even though they're privately funded and not municipal,
Yeah.
they're still open admission. They still have euthanasia. You know, they don't promote themselves as that no-kill garbage.
Oh, wow.
And they do all the cruelty cases in the county. So they're kind of like a mixture between a HSC and an animal control. So I liked, it's the only privately funded shelter that I've heard. Well, that's not true. Sue's Roundout is open admission also. It's just not usual that when it's privately funded, they're
Yeah.
open admission.
Yeah. I was thinking it would be like, we take the cute.
She is not right.
No. Stop doing that. It's not working anymore. We don't believe you.
Everything else trumps the tail, though.
So scary. What if I turned around and she was just like,
So anyway, my point being, I don't think there's going to be a lot for you to follow up on with ASPCA. They'll want you to attend the meetings
okay.
and to update on the behavior program.
Do I have to have like numbers and stuff?
No, you know, I've just been updating on the fact of like
Here. You want
You
some
know,
money food?
what our increased capacity, the fact that we've got, you know, 2 assistant trainers, we're doing more play groups, we're doing more behavior assessments, you know, so I would just update on what your capacity is and what you and Donna feel like you can get done.
You know, it's like she's guarding the space, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like she's guarding everything around
Because look
her.
how settled she is on that mat.
Yeah,
Like she was doing it before with the toy, but once she settled down, it's like,
and it's all frontal.
I think she's not going to do anything with her hand. How can there be someone that would look at this and not see how scary it is? I even said it to my best friend that works at Dogs All Day, and you know, they don't know. They know, like obviously we learned what to look for in a group of dogs. She was like, that pit bull you sent me was so freaky. I was like, good, really? She was like, yeah.
Yeah, I say we
And she said she showed it to one of her employees just to see that they'd be like, oh, what a cute giant pit bull. And the girl was like, that dog's out at a daycare, isn't it? So they got that.
Yeah.
It was that one that was just staring.
You know who she reminds me of is that that one I show. His name was It was something stupid. Snuffles. Snuffles, the pit bull that stared at me while I was standing, you know, like he was, that I have on the video, that he was just frontal and staring at me.
That black one was scary, wasn't it?
That's what she reminds me of. I say we put her on TBE.